I was drawing for the last 90 days, every single day, consistently. Today I'm gonna show you how my art changed and how I actually improved. I decided to actually make a more chill video. If you haven't seen my videos of the first 30 days I made, it's like more edited and like more summarized. I also made a free guide, which is like on my Discord, how I would actually start over with the challenge. So if you want to check that out, it's all for free, link in the bio. And I decided to actually make a more like cozy, longer video where we just gonna go over all the drawings I did the last 90 days. And I actually started picking up art after like a year or something, so I lost all sense of fundamentals and everything. And that was the first drawing I did like after a year. And you can see it looks like really weird, especially the eyes and shit. I was trying to draw heads like from this weird perspective. And I was also like, you know, just trying to get again into it, to get a feeling for it. Drawing random fears which are completely inaccurate at all. And, you know, faces in boxes and shit like that. I actually really liked this drawing. I don't know why, but I think this one turned out really good. And the next day I started drawing from references, from Pinterest reference. I think this like Muhammad Ali pose. And you can definitely see I was using like those guidelines which are like really inaccurate, because I also did not know how muscles actually look. I mean, I still kind of don't know how muscles actually look, but I'm trying to get there. But that's where I would start like drawing figure drawings and like more poses. You can see here, I think that was like live drawing with a timer, so 1 minute per pose or something. And I noticed I'm fucking slow at drawing. Like you can, bro, this took me like 1 minute. What the fuck, you know? The less you know how to structure a piece or like a pose, the longer it will take you, so it's completely natural. And I think I really improved it those over the time, like at figure drawings. Here I tried inking for the first time, and I don't know what's going on with the shoulder, bro. It looks fucking weird, bro. But inking was actually kind of fun. And this image is probably my most hated image, like most hated drawing I did. I don't know. Also the hand, bro. The hand is so horrible. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is that hand? By the way, a quick side tip for all the people who don't know how to draw hands. I'm also one of them, but I'm getting better because I'm not running away from my responsibilities anymore, which is pretty great. Because the thing is, with drawing hands, the reason why most of us cannot draw hands is because we never draw hands. It's literally because we avoid doing it, and if you don't do it often enough, you obviously suck at it. This gesture drawing or like pose I actually really like. I think it looks like a JoJo character or something. You can see with the legs I still kind of place random lines and shit, and I also do those chicken scratches where I'm not really confident in my lines. I don't know what the fuck this is, bro. I tried to make him like look down, but it really doesn't look accurate. And what I really liked, I really improved at back muscles, because I learned from this one book. Everybody asking me about this one fucking book, bro, and I think I'm gonna make an entire video. Later on I started learning from this book, which is from Taco. Maybe you saw him on Instagram. He makes really great art. You probably saw those things. And it's a fucking amazing book. Maybe I can find the part where he started teaching back muscles. So here he's like starting to teach the back muscles and the backbone, so it's structured. Especially this thing, bro, this triangle thing helped me so much to make like more accurate looking backs. Okay, here I started using the small sketchbook, this one, which is also just a random, really cheap sketchbook. And I started watching the TV Joy course. I'm also planning on like finishing those courses and making a review about it. If you're interested about those things, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I started learning perspective, and I think she explained it pretty well. You can see like, obviously it's basic things with like putting in the cubes and shit, but it was actually pretty fun. The hard part was to put in human figures, but I think I also started doing this really later on. Those pictures are the reason why I hated this challenge, because I was posting daily stories like of my daily drawings on Instagram. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram if you want to. And posting shit like that, bro, it makes me like feel so bad, because I have this weird psychology of, if I know or like see that someone is drawing and like is into art, my interest in the person spikes immediately because we're like at the same topic. But if I see that his art sucks incredibly, bro, it drops even more than it was like before, you know? I don't know why, but I think bad art makes people less attractive. I don't know why, it's just a thing, bro. So if any fucking art girl trying to pull me, what's not gonna happen? But if, you know, if you suck at art, not gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna be honest. But the reason why I think I often draw shit like that is because I haven't observed, and I'm also gonna make a video about observation because that's so fucking important, bro. Like, you need to take time to look at the things you're actually drawing. Here you can see I started like trying to put in human body shapes into those cubes in perspective, and that was so incredibly hard for my dumb brain, bro, because you have like to split it into like 3 parts and shit. Here I draw like a fucking bug, which actually kind of turned out pretty cool, and you know, tried to make a room, and you can see it's like you can get the point, but it just doesn't look right. I also have to say, because I was drawing traditionally at this point, it's kind of hard to draw this 5-point perspective grid accurately. So yeah, but it really doesn't look really good. This one actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's like it's not too bad. But I think after that I kind of stopped for a while to draw perspective and went like onto random drawings, basically. Like, you can see random gesture drawings, and I think that's the day where I started like putting just those dots instead of real eyes at my characters, because I don't know, I think it makes them more interesting. But I kind of started having like more this flow, and you can see it this pose. I mean, still like a bit, not really chicken scratching, you know, doing multiple lines, but really loosening up my hand and getting more used to drawing, and kind of reminds me of like the way Loish is sketching her stuff. Oh, okay, I actually made another perspective drawing, and this doesn't look really bad. I think if you render it fully and give it a background, it wouldn't look bad at all. By the way, I haven't done, I think, even one full illustrational background. I just drew people and like poses and shit. Oh, okay, that was the day where I was like at the beginning I was like, let's do 100 gesture drawings. I just did 50 because it took me like 3 hours. But I was basically on Pinterest and like doing those random quick gesture drawings. I think it really helped me, you know, especially like this one, which I took a bit more time. Doesn't look too bad. Obviously, if I'm gonna watch this video in like 2 years, I will be like, what the fuck, bro? But from my now on perspective, it doesn't look too bad at all. You know, I still kind of run away from my responsibility to draw foreshortening, because it's something my head simply doesn't understand. Here you can see the pre-step. There was the sketch I was doing for the final piece, and it looked really good, bro. It looked really good, but as soon as I started giving it like structure and tried to ink it, I fucked it up completely. It looked like ass. And I also have this thing where I simply cannot draw hair for some weird reason. So yeah, this looks a bit like a JoJo character, but looks really, really bad. Yeah, this one's also, I think the inking is like a bit cleaner on this. And I also did not sketch it out. I just don't like the character, to be honest. Okay, that's like also a random doodle where I tried, you know, to learn a bit how to ink and how to lead the G pen and shit. Was fun. I think it looks pretty nice, except for this dude, which has like this really like thin head, but also really long head. It's like weird. But you can see I started like giving them like those bushy eyebrows or like round eyebrows. That's the style I really like to do, like giving them dot eyes and like round eyebrows. More random sketching of faces which are like fucking inaccurate. Bro, I swear, if you draw like shit, it's fine. As soon as you keep observing things and trying to improve and do shit, it will get better, you know? So it's alright to draw bad. But, you know, again, it's a pain in the ass to have to post it on Instagram and shit, you know? That's also a random doodle I made with like the G pen, and I really like it. Here I got like some weird ass drawings again. I did out of my head without reference and shit. I don't know, bro. It's fucking weird. Why is her head placement that bad, bro? And who's that guy? What the fuck? Oh, okay. I think that's the first time for me in this challenge that I tried to draw a girl. Bro, why does she look... Why is her neck so long, bro? What the fuck? And the nose? Why is the nose like... I don't know, I still struggle with drawing girls, bro. It looks fucking weird, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, here I really like to draw muscles because it's like, if you have a good reference and you can see the muscle definition, it's really, really nice to copy that shit. Like, not to copy it, but, you know, to redraw it. And here try to see the difference. Okay, how good can I draw if I take like 10 minutes compared to like 2 or 5 minutes? I did Spike wrong, bro, I swear. I don't know. Spike definitely did not deserve to be drawn like that. But I like the Money Man. I also got amazing art pieces like those. That's when I was traveling to Amsterdam. So, you know, I kind of fucked up my drawing thing. Here you can see the thing I drew. I think I was in like this big hotel or something. It was actually pretty nice vibe. But I don't like to draw in public, bro, because I'm not good enough to be like not anxious about people looking at my shit. Because the thing is, bro, I feel like if you make your things, your art public, you want people to see it, obviously. But I'm like not at the point where I'm like, I think it's good enough so people should see it. Okay, another thing while I was like traveling, and here I was back home doing like some random poses, and I got the idea to do this pose with the hand. I mean, the hand is completely incorrect, but I got the idea for the pose, and I think 2 days later I drew it like more detailed. And here I started learning from the book I mentioned earlier, which is from Taco. By the way, people are still asking me how it's called. I think I'm gonna make a short video about the book. It's just Point Character Drawing. I think he has 3 books by now, also one for character design, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, I kind of started learning out of it. And I need to continue because it's fucking high value, bro. I don't know why I stopped, but you can see the things I did here. Pretty much, you know, recreating this entire thing. And here I started learning about the back muscles and using this Triforce thing so it doesn't look as weird. Here again I started practicing it a bit more. And here's where I like started learning anatomy from TB Joy, from her course, which I definitely have bought and not cracked because I'm a good person. And it actually really helped me, but the thing is, I need to redraw it more often. Like those 2 pictures, I hope I can find them. You should redraw them a whole bunch of times. I'm not gonna lie, those 2 I made, I think they look fucking clean. I don't know why, but I think they look more dynamic and realistic and shit. Again, some random ass face with actually normal eyes instead of those eyes. But around this time I was at the point where I was like just drawing random shit, to be honest, and not really knowing what to draw. And here's like the guy I mentioned earlier. I drew on the whiteboard, you know, with the hand, and I really like how it turned out. Obviously the perspective is not really right 100%. I also did not use a grid or anything and was like really freehanded, also without references and shit. But I really like how it turned out, bro. Again with the dot eyes, and you can see, bro, my back muscle, when we compare it to the first drawing where you can see the back, it really fucking improved. Like you can see it's probably still inaccurate, but it looks better, right? You know, I really like those 2 pages. They're probably one of my favorite ones. More randomest drawings which look like ass. Again, back muscle which looks pretty decent in my opinion. I think that's day 31. And that's where I drew for the first time digitally in Photopea, because I had no money for Clip Studio Paint. Like trying to recreate some things from Taco, some random things I did here. And of course it doesn't really look good because I had to switch the mediums. Here I started like practicing folds from TB Joy. I can really recommend the course, bro. It's a really good course. You can see here the folds I made. And bro, I swear I need to get back to those studies more often, because I tend to get lazy when I draw and just draw from imagination instead of like looking up how things actually work. But obviously you can see that I'm not doing things accurately and still like chicken scratching and not really being confident in my lines. This is a study I made which is like still a bit inaccurate when it comes to perspective. But I still think it looks kind of good. I also like to make this little notes to remind myself what to do better. Here again I did like some clothing and shit. And here's like a study I really messed up. I tried experimenting with like rendering or like using colors. And bro, I swear, like I haven't watched a tutorial or learned how to render. I just tried it out and it turned out like shit. I see so many people making amazing sketches and ruining those like sketches or like outlines they made with bad rendering, bro. More like weird drawings. Here's the first OC, if you want to call him like that. It's not really OC because I didn't really put much effort into creating him. It was just like another random drawing, I guess. And the funny thing is, like, all of those 3 drawings don't look like the same person, which is a bit fucked, I guess. But yeah, that was, you could say, maybe my first OC or something. Here again, a couple of more studies. Obviously messed up the proportions and shit because I haven't observed enough. Here I did like some more drawings, and I really like to just sketch things and like give them one color. It makes it look a bit more interesting. I really like this side profile actually, this one at the top. And this guy I tried to render. That's like the best rendering I can do without watching a tutorial or without really learning how to render. I don't know if I want already to start to learn how to render, because I feel like I don't even know how to make the basic fundamentals really right, so I don't know how much sense this would make. Again, random page. I really like the guy at the top. Like, bro, this drawing looks pretty good. Quick props to me. Maybe it's not really accurate and shit, but I think this one looks pretty good. But I don't know what's with him or him, bro, or him. Bro, where's his cranium? Like, where's his head, bro? What the fuck? You know, I wanted to make this cool close-up shot of his eye with like this fish eye perspective. Yeah, it did not work out at all. It looks weird as fuck. Oh, I can remember this drawing I made. Okay, I'm gonna say I did color picking because I was a lazy dickhead. So I actually did steal the colors. But bro, I swear, this shit looks clean. Here's the sketch of the piece. I did not trace anything. Like, I think it looks pretty decent. But colored, bro, I think it's worth to learn how to render because that shit looks good, bro. Random torso, which is like completely weird. Here's the time where I started being like, okay, I don't know what to draw anymore. I don't know which day it is, but I was like, bro, I also don't feel like drawing anymore. And I just started doing random scribbles, and you can see, bro, when I start doing those lines, like those really weird scratch lines, that's like when I really don't want to draw right now, but I have to do it for the challenge. Here I tried rendering again with like my own colors, like without color picking, and yeah, I don't know, I don't like the piece, it looks weird. Here I did like some more sketches. Bro, this drawing is legit one of the worst fucking drawings I ever did in my life. Like, literally, bro, this looks like fucking ass, bro. It's so bad, bro. What the fuck? Like, I drew this perspective grid in like this perspective box just to not use it. Like, literally, like, what the fuck, bro? Jesus, what the fuck? That's like if you not take time, bro. Like, for real. Here's another rendering I did. Obviously, I did color picking because I'm a lazy dickhead. And I think if I would learn color theory, I could actually create decent stuff with like basic rendering knowledge, you know? Some back muscle studies. Here I drew like this, I don't know. Guys, do you know the OG reference? This OG reference pic from like this cosplayer? I don't know, I just thought it's like a funny image, so I redraw it. I actually made the guy really big. Like, if he would stand up, he would be like twice the size of the girl. Here I tried drawing this guy from earlier again. I mean, it looks a bit better, but it looks weird because of the legs, I think. Tried to learn a bit about facial expressions and all of those things. This pose I actually really like a lot. It's like some random reference I took. Doesn't look too bad. Obviously the hand is kind of weird, but as I already mentioned, we need to draw a whole bunch of hands in order to get better. You can see how I started like structuring the body. I'm usually pretty confident in the upper part of the body, like the torso and shit, how to make the guidelines. And with the legs, I'm mostly freestyling, to be honest. Here I started making my first animation, I guess. You can see the pacing is completely fucked up, bro. The beginning is so quick. But yeah, that's where like started experimenting with Clip Studio Paint. By the way, Clip Studio Paint was the software I was using the entire time for my digital art. Yeah, here I was experimenting for this video, which is, in my opinion, one of my best videos I ever made. I really like the video, even though the pacing's a bit fucked up because it's my first animation video, if you want to call it, but it was really fun to make. Okay, here I drew like some, I don't know, Pepsi looking guy with like weird eyes, bro. That's the reason why I do dot eyes. Okay, here's some random action pose. I really struggled with the foreshortening and the arms, so I think it does look a bit weird. Okay, those are the days. You can see those are the days where I'm like not confident in my drawings at all. So bro, when I'm not confident in my drawings, I just stop using pressure when drawing. So those lines are like really light and shit. This is the day where I started traveling for 1 month and just did like quick sketches in my sketchbook every day, at the airport, for example. And here again, like this was without references, you know, so it's, you know, inaccurate, but it's still alright, bro. It's still right. Some more random ass drawings, bro. I tried to make like those even backer things he did, you know, with the red color and shit, but it turned out not the way I wanted it to turn out. So more, this was also without reference, random ass drawing. Here was in Istanbul for 1 day at a hotel and drew random shit which didn't look good at all. He was in Dubai, drew this weird guy, and I don't know what, I think I tried to draw a hand here, like from my own hand, and I just messed it up. Yeah, I don't know, the guy looks weird. Doesn't really look like JoJo, but it has like, I don't know, it's just fucking weird as fuck, bro. That's another sketch which looks like I'm like mentally ill or something. I don't fucking know, bro. But this guy looks actually quite chill. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and this was at the airport in Dubai. We were waiting, bro. I swear, if you travel a lot or like go to uni and shit, even though you think sometimes it's not worth it, just take a sketchbook with you and try to do shit, because I think I made this in like 10 to 20 minutes or something, and I really like how it turned out. I think it does actually look pretty nice, and of course like the bushy eyebrows and shit, but I don't know, I think it has something to it. I obviously fucked up the jawline a bit, placed it too high and shit, because I also did not use reference, but I still kind of like it. Okay, here again an attempt to render things. The sketch does look way better than the rendering, of course. I don't know, it's not like an OC or anything, I just tried to draw this guy. I kind of don't like it, to be honest. I also never draw backgrounds, like I never draw drawings with like a real story behind it. It's just random practice, to be honest. Here more sketches with this like sketch brush and shit. Bro, I don't know why I made him this long. Like what's this upper part? I even wrote it down way too long, because this not upper part, the middle part, you can cut it off completely, bro. But I like in the top left, the thing doesn't look too bad. Tried to draw Mob Psycho, doesn't look like Mob at all. Doesn't look like him at all, but anyways. Drawing more random muscle people. I actually really like the sketch. Tried to draw some expression. Like I took some reference from Pinterest, I think. And you can see, I think that's like the sketching style I kind of started to develop, if you want to call it a style. Here again, tried digitally to draw a guy into perspective, and I don't know, it just looks weird, bro. It looks fucking off, but I don't know, it kind of has something to it, but it still looks fucking off. Oh, here I draw for the first time like a more detailed object, which is a gun. I really like how it turned out, to be honest. Like obviously not perfectly, but I don't know why I gave him this body, bro. It just looks weird. But you know, it was actually fun to make those doodles and sketches and listen to music. That's like a really chill night routine I kind of started establishing. But again, it's most of the time random as fuck, you know, not really improving. I really didn't like this guy I drew. That's also a double page I really like, bro. The most thing that annoyed me at this page are like the small things, you know, those bullshitty things, because it looks like shit. But you know, this woman's face and the bird, and especially this one, bro. I think this is maybe even one of my favorite drawings, bro. in the sketchbook with the another hand, with the dude with the another hand and shit. I really like this one. I don't know why. I mean, the hands again, the hands are again. Let's not talk about it, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the drawing, to be honest. Oh, okay, and here's like, I think my favorite digital drawing, because it's really simple. I took a lot of inspiration of this artist right here. Bro, her art, I really switched from like those high-skilled, I don't want to say it like that, but you know, this highly rendered art and like crazy art to like this simple art, because it gives me so much chills, bro. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like it just makes me happy to see stuff like that. So I really appreciated it and tried to recreate it and make like my own little character, and I really liked the way it turned out. Here I was again traveling, so I really didn't feel like drawing, and I think this was one day before the challenge would end. I tried to draw some references with clothing. Did not take my time. You can see, bro, I actually know how wrinkles and folds work, but sometimes I feel like I just refuse to do them correctly, bro. Like, weird as fuck. Okay, here again, like, try to draw some expressions. This was actually the last day of the 90 days challenge. You can see, again, I really like this one. This expression looks kind of good. This one looks weird as fuck. Yeah, that was actually everything I drew. And I think the biggest lesson I learned is observe more, which means look for longer at the reference you use and have a certain goal, like something you want to get better at. So if I would make this challenge again, I would be like 90 days to get good at perspective, or like figure drawing, or like, you know, one thing like portraits or whatever, because then I would like actually see the progress, because I was drawing so many random different things and trying out random different things that I wasn't really noticing if I actually have improved. And also another thing is that I most of the time just drew to draw because I was actually traveling, so you know, it's a bit fucked up if you're not in your used environment and shit. So that's mainly the reason why I haven't like made full rendered things, or like, I think the longest drawing took me maybe half of an hour, you know. And like, I want to draw something really big where I have to put everything I know into it, like 100%, instead of like just doodling shit around. But I think it was still a really good practice for consistency, and I can really recommend you to do it. And if you don't want to do it alone, I have a Discord server which is completely for free, where a whole bunch of like-minded people who like self-improvement and art and all that stuff also post their daily art. So if you want like someone to hold you a bit accountable, or like don't feel as alone, feel free to join. The link is in the bio. And as always, never forget,
what? Are you for real? We can't live
Well,
without them. I knew I should've
whatever
come here.
happens,
I'm only 18.
happens.
I don't want to die yet.
Happy Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler.